Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for July the 4th through to the 10th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Right back at you. You guys rock. Thank you so much, truly. Now, let's get back to you. Now the monthlies are different now. Okay, we have two sun cards, and it really made a lot of sense when I did the new layout because we start the month with one sun sign and then we leave with another. So it made a lot of sense to me. But right now we are sticking with the same format for the weeklies, and we start with the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands can draw us back in time. Okay, we may be more reminiscent in seeing things from our past in order to attach ourselves to the wisdom that we're going to need before going forward. Okay, our horse sits there behind us waiting patiently for us to ride off into the sunrise of tomorrow. But first we need to attach ourselves to the wisdom, the forgotten wisdom, to make it front of mind so that we use it correctly going forward. Now we have the Six of Cups with the King of Wands. The Six of Cups is really the same thing once again, by tapping into your intuition and your higher wisdom, but it does bring us to days long ago in order to bring out knowledge that we need in order to go forward. Now, it is with the King of Wands, so this is very positive, optimistic energy. Okay, we could be, this could be where we look back and we say, oh, I should have, I should have went back to school. Now you're going to think about going back to school, actually finishing that course of study, or it's with high thought. Okay, so I think education first when I think high thought, but um, where you didn't perhaps use your wisdom in a way that you should have, or where you can now instill the wisdom in order to go forward. You're very clear on what you need to do, and your clarity comes from the path that you've already walked. We have the Four of Pentacles. So once again, we need to embrace our talents, our abilities, really embrace them, really see what we are capable of, really see how we can step forward into our true selves when it comes to our abilities, when it comes to our talents. This tells me that something you are holding on to is holding you back from moving forward. It could be that you don't want to shock people around you. You don't want to show an ability or a talent because they might not view it as an ability or a talent. I get almost humble. Like in some way you feel like you need to be humble or not show your talents and your abilities because it might make somebody else feel like they're lesser of a person, or maybe somebody is pulling you back, or they degrade you in some way, or they make you feel like you don't really have that ability or talent. And it's probably something from your past where somebody has thrown a wrench in your dreams, your desires, talked you out of it, moved you away from it. Where you saw true potential at one time in yourself, they stole it in some way, in some form. And so we need to let those, it's probably thoughts, we need to let them go. We need to recapture the moment of when we believed in ourselves and really embrace our talents and our abilities in going forward. Now we have the Five of Cups here, and this is the underlying energy, and this is crying over spilt milk. So I really, I really think that you are going to get a sense of what you didn't pursue once in your life that you want to pursue now. So the new moon is all about new paths, new dreams, but I think in your situation, you may be looking at something that you didn't do that you've always wanted to do. This is essentially crying over spilt milk. This is, this is where we need to turn away from the negative of what we didn't do, what we didn't accomplish, what we didn't say, and turn it into a powerful positive of doing it now, of saying it now, of pursuing it now. Now, this is an underlying energy. So, I mean, depression could sneak in here. Those old thoughts of we can't might surface. And so we really have to turn around to the positive and believe in ourselves and know we can. Now we have the Hierophant up here as our overlying energy. So the Hierophant is a bit of a spiritual magic, but it is more about meditation and prayer and tapping into our intuition, our higher wisdom, and understanding the balance that can be going forward. Bringing in the balance, bringing in the understanding. This could be very much of getting in tune with ourselves again, of our own wants, our own desires, our own dreams, and taking them to the next level. Understanding that things are possible in our life. Then we have the Seven of Wands, making this strong declaration, this strong, it's like we stand on this mountaintop. Okay, now the other ones around us are the people that we are talking to, people that we are saying, I'm going forward, I'm trying this, I'm going to succeed. Here is my path forward. This is the path I'm going to be walking. Are you with me? Do you have my back? Now you could just be saying this to yourself, but I almost get a sense that there's somebody else around. Now it could be just, when you go back to your high school reunion, you can say, yeah, well, I did that and I was quite successful at that. So you guys were all wrong, or you were wrong, or you were wrong. I was good at this. I am good at this. I'm great at this. And I'm going to push forward into my dreams, my desires, my wants. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, we have the Hangman. So once again, we are taking a break, we are unplugging, we are recharging our batteries, but we are thinking about the balance that needs to be in our life of what we need to accomplish, what we need to do, where we want to go, where our dreams will take us. And it is with the Chariot and the High Priestess. So two very strong and powerful cards put together, because the Chariot is all about our focus forward, our path laid out for us, and our focus on that path. But then we have the High Priestess here bringing in the spiritual magic. So you could see something to step into that's really going to rock your world, change your path that you're on. It could be a new business venture. It could be a new job. It could be a new love. But it's probably an opportunity showing up. You're at the right place at the right time. It's just like things just come together and it's kind of spectacular and wild and crazy, I hear. So and you really have this focus on your path forward. It leads you maybe to the spiritual magic coming in, or the spiritual magic gives you that path on which to step upon, and you control those reins. For love, relationships, we have the Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands, well, two is partnerships, but it's usually an imbalance. And so I would have to say in relationships, you are looking at what is missing or where the energy needs to be. So there could be conversations around, especially if you're in a relationship, it is really guiding you to what is missing in the relationship, where the relationship needs work, where you can grow it deeper. It could be the overall health and well-being of yourself because of the relationship. Now, if you're not in a relationship, well, we have the High Priestess for spiritual magic right there. Um, there could be somebody new coming in. Somebody new to guide you in a new direction, give you new tools to work with, open up opportunities for you. Absolutely. If you're in a relationship, I think it's more about the balance that needs to be within the relationship, and it's at an imbalance. So maybe you are giving too much to the relationship and they are not giving, or they are giving their all and you are not partaking. It could be maybe where finances need to be discussed, or the growth of the relationship, where the relationship is at and where you feel it needs to move, and what is involved in that. Now, for work, career, finances, we have the Magician. Now, the Magician can bring opportunities in, can bring money in. I hope you do some new moon affirmations with this card in your career and job and finances area. So, and if you don't have any affirmations that you can do, several months ago now, I did a new moon affirmation. So, you know what? Listen to it. Take away some of the sentences. Make a mantra for yourself, or make a mission statement for yourself and say it every morning of what you truly want to show up in your life when it comes to your job, when it comes to career, when it comes to growing your wealth, growing your finances. Because here's the magic card. This is essentially the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides saying, what do you want? And we will give it to you on a silver platter. So, new moon affirmations. You should be doing affirmations every day. I'm a strong believer in them, but in this case, you really want to make sure that you are doing something every morning when you open your eyes, a wish, a desire, and grow those dreams and give them up to God, your angels, and your spirit guides. Because the Magician is here to reward you, to bring something magical and beautiful in. And I mean, we have the High Priestess as well. So there is a lot of magic to be tapped into this week and the coming week. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.